I've still got the mole from last week's video on my desk. It's been here all the time, next to my speaker over here. Hi, and welcome to another video here on Cloud9 TV. So how's your week been? I hope it's been good. For me, it's been a good week. I went to the cricket yesterday, so Saturday. For those Americans, I don't know, do Americans play cricket? I don't think they do. Anyway, good sport. Went to the Oval. Yeah, okay. And that was great, but it's meant that I'm recording this video on the day of uploading, which is something I told myself I was never going to do again. Also, I know I've worn this same t-shirt in about half of my videos, but I promise I do have other clothes, and this is washed, you know, every time I use it. It's not like I'm some weird, person with only one top. I'll try and shake things up next week. So today, I didn't really know what I was going to film, so I thought, why not go back to my roots? And by my roots, I mean my first ever proper video on this channel. So not my first kind of intro video, my first proper video on this channel, which was, actually I've forgotten the title, things that really, really annoy me. Video number 2. Oh, the cringe starts as soon as I start speaking. Let's just stop it there. But since then, I've realised that there are a lot more things that annoy me than I covered in that video. So it's only going to be a short video, and I've got my timetable at the end, but today I am doing things that really, really also annoy Joshua. Some of these are also going to be stuff that I did mention when I was racking off things at the end of the last video, because I like to think of myself as someone who doesn't get annoyed too often. Number 1. So this is something I did mention at the end of my last video, and this is having less than 20% battery on a phone, a tablet, a computer if you don't plug it in, which is a bad thing to do unless it's a Mac, which I've read about, and apparently if you're going to plug it in, then plug it in, but every couple of weeks let it run down to about 30%. Top tips! Okay, so my phone, look, here it is. I don't really use it much. You know, it probably gets about 15 minutes of screen on time a day, if that. So you would expect it to last, you know, I charge it up, you would expect it to last a week. And when it's not those 15 minutes, my phone is off, you know, not just on standby, it is off, dead, blinko. So I would charge it, say, on a Sunday night. I'll then leave it for a week, come back, and my phone is dead. And it's not just dead, it is, you know, double dead. It's deader than deadness. How is that even possible? When I left it, it was on like 90%. It's off. What is this phone doing when I'm not around? Is it running marathons or something? Anyway, I'm not quite sure what that was to do with having 20% battery, but that is very annoying. Number 2. So this is another one I mentioned last time, and this is when people just stop in the middle of a corridor for no reason. So picture this, you're, you know, walking along your little corridor, I don't know, maybe you're at school or work or some other place where you're in a corridor, doctors, I don't know, and you know, you're pooting along, maybe you're a bit late for something, maybe you're in a rush, you've got to be somewhere, a lesson maybe, with a particularly strict teacher, and there's always, I guarantee you, there'll always be this one group of people, you know, everyone else will move out of the way, they'll see you coming and they'll stand to the left or stand to the right, but there's this one group of people who insist on blocking the entire width's worth of the corridor, which is bad enough, but not only that, they then decide promptly halfway through walking along this corridor with no doors or exits until the end, to just stop and have a chat. And I'm behind at the moment, so I'm a bit confused. I'm going, are you just planning to stay here and, you know, chat? And they'll just look at you like you are completely insane. Like it's their divine right to stand there and block the entire corridor, and what on earth are you doing daring to question that authority? How dare you even suggest corridors are for anything other than standing and chatting in? At which point I do the typically British thing. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I just need to get through, yep, sorry, oh, that's a bit close, okay, yeah. This is, yep, sorry, yep, just in a bit of a rush here. Sorry, yep, sorry, yep, okay, sorry. Yep, okay. Whilst my booty hits one person, my arm flares out and hits another, my bag knocks another small child over. Never ends well. Number 3, and I've just realised all of these I've mentioned in the end of my last video, but oh well, this is when people skip the queue. So you know, I'm British and I take my queues very, very seriously. So when someone else decides to skip the queue, I find that a personal insult to my country. So say you're queuing for, I don't know, an ice cream. There's an ice cream van and you're queuing for it. Long queue, it's a hot day, maybe 20 people in front of you, and you're all queuing very patiently, you know, doing your bit. People jump on the back, and occasionally you'll get someone who's a bit grumpy and wishes that queue wasn't there, with the whole blue queue. But on the whole, everyone's pretty placid. But so often there is that one person who just seems to not even acknowledge the fact that there is a queue of 20 people waiting for the ice cream. Doesn't even seem to understand the concept of a queue and just, strides up. Often I find distracted by a child or a phone call or something like that. But often they don't even look at the queue. They just walk up, kind of slot in the first 4, 5 or 6 people. A bit like this. This is a nice queue, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? I was thinking the exact same thing. Very good queue. Oh, yeah, I know. And I was thinking this. So yeah, that's our action plan, I think, for today. Oh, sorry. There's just a shop here. Let me just barge past everyone else. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll have a Mr. Whippy, please. Yeah, thank you very much. Here's your money. Thanks. That's another thing they'll do. Sometimes they'll then turn around and go thanks to the rest of the group as though we've kind of let them through. Now that is taking the biscuit. And no one else in the queue will tell them that there is a queue or that they need to join the back. Instead, we all turn to each other and the death glares then come. It's subtle at first, begins with sideward glances of disapproval, but then before you know it, it's turned into full-fledged. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that video there, but I did say this week I was going to give you my timetable for the next few weeks or so, and I am now. Basically, my plan is for the next 4 weeks to upload a video every single Sunday, like I've been doing for the last 4 or so weeks. I think longer than that actually. And that will be a video very similar to the style I'm doing at the moment. So it'll be things like baking with Joshua and a possible Q&A, depending on how well my channel does in the future. Things like I'm already doing at the moment. But then, if I have the time and have an idea, I will also upload on a Thursday at a similar time, about 4 or 5 o'clock, and that'll be a different style video. That'll be the videos I was talking about in my Where Are We Now video, which I'll link down below, and that'll be a more deep, interesting video. And it might also be something that isn't so deep and interesting, but is a different style of video to what I've already got on my channel. So if I decide I've got things in my room that I want to talk about, some things I want to review, that kind of thing, that will probably come in this slot. Unless I think it's something really big, in which case it will go in my main slot. So basically, what I'm saying is Sunday is staying the same for the next 4 weeks. That is my main video. Very similar style to what I'm already doing, nothing's changing there. But then if I have time and an idea, I will also upload on a Thursday, and that'll be not my main video, but that'll be something slightly different. And I'm not saying that's going to happen more than once or twice, but if it does, that's what you can expect from it. And then after that, I've got school. I'm going to be quite busy at the weekends because I'm starting my A-levels, so it's going to have to really kind of lay off. And my aim for the term time is to try and upload at least 1 video every 3 weeks. Now sometimes that won't be possible, sometimes that will just be a vlog or something like that, which is much simpler to edit, but then I will make up for it during the holidays by trying to do this 2 video thing. So that's my schedule, a bit confusing I know, but I've now got plans for future videos, and I've got some cool stuff right here that I bought recently that I really want to review for you guys. And my video next week, I've got a plan for. Shall I give you a clue? I'm going to give you a clue. Right, what's your clue going to be? Right, it is to do with the Olympics. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, you can do, as per normal, 4 things. You can like the video, you can comment down below any suggestions for future videos, or anything you want to say about your week, etc. You can share the video, spreading the love. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking the red blocks down below, or this red box on the screen now. Not my face this week, because I have a tendency to do this a lot, which makes clicking on my face quite hard, so you can click that box, and what that'll do is keep you notified whenever I upload a video. Anyway, so thank you for watching, and until next week, see ya!